archaeologists. I'm the John Struct. Welcome to the proximity. I'm having a Final Fantasy XIV Stormblood adventure, and we are ready for our duty, which I've been queuing up for about 16 minutes. As long as that dickhead... Come on, guys. Come on, Final Swordsman. You know, as long as that guy turns up, should be fine. What excellent timing. I've tidied my kitchen in the meantime. Hello, Heisenthal. Let's hide this away as well. Wonderful. Now, can I remember how to play this computer game? Turn the sound down. We're fighting some snake ladies. Lakshmi, who has also been Persona, if I remember correctly. It's about... Not sure what expression that is, but here's the 8 of us. I guess I'll fight the ads. Play the song of my people.
Open your heart to me.
I don't want to open my heart. It's doing something right now. There's lots of balls about. What is everyone doing with these balls? I have no idea what they're doing with balls. Okay, I'm going to just hope that they are just balls you can ignore. Well, this is some interesting music for this particular boss fight. Why do I have a new icon? It is set to the R3 button. I'm gonna press it and see what the fuck happens. My Will ignites. Okay? Is that a good thing or a bad thing? Oh, well, I'm not dead. That's a good thing. What's the snow up here? Ah, okay. Probably not an issue on, I see, so you stand next to the flower. Probably not an issue on normal difficulty. Okay, there are balls about.
Rest your weary souls in my bosom.
Ah, I see. I'm gonna go. I've got it. I don't have it anymore. Oh, she's large. Is this why nobody queues up for this one? I just randomly used it early on, because I didn't know what I was doing. Yes, we've all died. Okay, that's fair enough.
I shall free you from your hate.
Oh, I tried picking that up, but it didn't do anything. I must have done that before. Well, I shouldn't say that. I wasn't the only person who failed. Pick up the blue lights to power the duty action against... There we go, I've got it now. Didn't use it though, did I? Ah, how embarrassing. Me and Banjin. I had it and everything.
To bliss.
Ah, you see that? Oh no, they got us both up. Anyway. As I said, we're probably fine because this is just normal anyway.
Do not your souls weigh heavy?
it's kind of complex from what I'm used to. I've still got my last one. I'm gonna have pop that. No, I panicked and used it. Oh no, everyone else is using it. Haha!
Your souls are...
There we go, I did it the correct time. Wait for them to... What? I'm learning. They're all sounding well back. Stand there. It's... How the fuck are you supposed to know? Okay, well, that seems to out. There's now an arrow pointing at this person. These are very difficult to like pick up and play. Let's sing the song of my people.
I shall free you from your hate.
That's nice of her. Almost there. I would like the Vilback, please. I'm gonna go to like an empty space. Like that. Then that person just popped it. Okay, everyone's popping them. Oh, do you pop it? Are they popping immediately because you just pick it immediately back up? Or was it just immediately phase? I tried. Right, there we go. She just exploded. I figured it out. I mean, you literally told me what to do, but these people have a tendency to write in chat as well what to do. And somebody in my party is called Carnivore. Is there any cool stuff? Just the player commutations. Cool. Now we can play the game.
You did it again. You saved them. I just wish I could have been more help.
I mean, I had help from chat, to be honest. Happy Bunny?
So, it looks like the Inanta did have a mountain of crystals after all. Like every other tribe. Gods were all such slaves to our weaknesses.
You slew our mistress! She was our hope! Our salvation! Is there no end to your cruelty?
Hello, Snake Lady.
Listen to me, please. I know that you're only trying to protect yourselves because you feel frightened and alone. But that's how we all feel. Don't you see? If we could just turn to each other for help instead of the gods, I'm sure we could find a way to live in peace. Your crystals are important to you, aren't they? Reflections of your souls, right? Well, you shouldn't have to sacrifice something so precious to a primal.
Who are you to question our choice?
Who are you?
You who fight without fear. We wish only to live in peace. And if this be the price we must pay, then so be it!
I know there's nothing I can say to convince you. But I hope that one day you look back and see we only ever wanted the same thing.
Begone, damn you! Spare me your hollow words, and leave me to mourn.
I'll go. But it doesn't mean I'm giving up.
Yes. Yeah, it's sensible.
Girabania is our home too. And one way or another, we're going to have to learn to live together.
I've seen them before, some of them before.
Come on. Alphino and Alize are waiting.
Although, I think this is the first time where it's given me the button to press. Sometimes it puts stuff in my bag to use, but I've never seen it be like, hey, it's this button here. Oh, keep that in mind. It's a disadvantage with playing this for like 4 days, waiting for like 6 months and then playing it again, is I sometimes forget some of the obvious stuff. Oh, fair enough.
Ah, the savage returns, and with her tail firmly between her legs, beaten by beastmen, I hear.
It was a shameful display, by all accounts. She may have curried the Viceroy's favor with her bold promises, but in the end, she's just another plodding bungler like
All
the
these
rest of her
gossips in
kind.
the Imperial Army.
Strange, you would think him a better judge of character. Then again, I hear she's not averse to a more physical mode of persuasion.
I thought she rose through the ranks rather quickly, but no longer. If only she had been content with her lot, she might have lived to see the morrow.
Viceroy, you know you have a couple fucking gossips in your army. He would have solved so many problems if he just went out killing stuff. Just sitting in his chair.
Fordola Rem Lupus. Commander of the Crania Lupi, reporting as ordered.
Why do you tremble, sir? Could it be that the Empire's butcher is afraid? That she who walks with death is terrified of her own?
I'm terrified of dying having achieved naught. Gladly would I give my life to win a great victory on the battlefield, had I but the strength.
Was she going to become a
Alas, you do not.
Space Marine?
Indeed, you are weak. And born of this
Chaos Space
weakness
Marine.
is a blind
I'd beat the
fervor, a
cat.
raging inferno which threatens to consume not only you, but everyone around you.
Yes, my lord.
You were defeated by the Resistance on several occasions. You misjudged the Ananta and spurred them into summoning an icon. Have you anything to say?
I do not, my lord. My failures are my own. I am prepared to accept your judgment.
And that is very admirable. However, I've had enough of this dumb show. Give voice to that hunger I see in your eyes, or I will pluck them from your head.
I want... I want to make them pay! All of them! Everyone who ever mocked or looked down on me! I want the power to make them pay!
Very well. Then I shall give you a chance. A chance to transcend your mortal limits. Assuming, that is, you are prepared to wager your life for such power.
Transcend, my lord. I came here prepared to die. Tell me what I must do.
High five. An evil scientist, you say? Nice pictures. I wish we could have left on better terms, but it was never going to happen. It could be a problem if they got their hands on more crystals, though. Never mind, we'll deal with that when the time comes, and John will hopefully remember the mechanics. Give me some earrings. Oh, I've earned some earrings. Improve my mount speed. Prologue. You have done us a great service this day. Long shall my sisters sing the praises of the Icon Slayer. Let us bear word to them of Sri Lakshmi's passing. Come, friends, to Vera Nilhya. A mount. Must. Okay, so let's have a look at the map. Okay, I can actually see the route, but I did not fucking see it. How did we get up? Was it really close? No, you have to go through one of these. Okay, either side. No, okay, no, there must have been just the door, and I just didn't see it for ages. Fair enough. That was dumb of me. Hey, he was in the dungeon room. Winds whispered of your success. Your eyes confirm their testimony. The Lady of Bliss no longer holds up. I look, because they're snake people, they hiss. Yana's sisters in their thrall. For this we thank you. Naev did the deed, but we were but witnesses to her heroism. However, I fear this is only the beginning, for there is no cure to that which drives the desperate to beseech the gods for salvation, should they wish to use their crystals to summon Sri Lakshmi again. Naught can be done to stop them. We ignore our sisters' plight at our peril. This we know. We shall endeavour to show them another path, so that day you speak of never comes. We're all in this together, Alamegans and Anata. We understand that hopefully in time they will too. You and yours will ever be friends of the Vera. On that you have my word. We should be getting back to the Peering Stones. Thank you again, Sarisha, for everything. Oh no, hang on. That was not a whatever. I'll go. Is this voice? Guessing it's not. Welcome back, Comrade and Marshal Terrapin. Came to the vendor aid, but I hear that won't be necessary. It won't. She Lakshmi's gone. But I should probably start at the beginning. Incredible, I don't know what to say. If we hadn't been there to stop her, who knows where it would have ended. You saved a lot of lives, and I have take pride in that. Must be said there's something of an unprecedented situation. Previous summonings were, to my knowledge, planned well in advance by the tribe as a whole. Indeed, several aspects of this incident bear further investigation. We've had it before where somebody's just summoned really quickly, but I think there might have just been crystals nearby. In any event, Kalyana's supply of crystals must remain limited for the foreseeable future. The ambient ether levels closely observed. Understood. The Alliance will consult with the Resistance and the Vera on how best to enforce said restrictions. Thank you, Vice Marshal. You're not a terrapin, you're a small person. To other matters, then, what of news of the Imperials? None, which is itself is troubling. It seems as though the skulls and the remainder of the garrison were fully withdrawn into the peaks. We've seen neither hide nor hair of them since Veladina. Regardless of their reasons, our path is clear. Father has decided it's time to advance east. Finally. It was also most empathetic that you be spared further duties for the present. You are to rest. Would not do for the warrior like to collapse from exhaustion during the march. I was gone for like 2 hours, 4 hours, I don't know, many hours. We may not be as strong or as quick as her, but we are soldiers nonetheless. We can deal with the Imperials. Aye, you've earned this respite, so enjoy it. Again, same goes for you, Narco. You've been away from your family too long, don't deny it. As you say, sir, thank you. We make the most of our time here. Haha, looks like it's up to me and mine to give you a proper welcome. My mother has prepared a special meal for this occasion. I have it on good authority that hers is the finest cooking this side of Veladina. It's the moon. Die. Yep. Honoured guests, I pray you partake of our humble offerings as we give you thanks to many valiant deeds. Thank you, sir, for this warm welcome. We are honoured to break bread with you and your family. Come eat your fill of... Are there just no old cats? They just stop aging at that. And drink deep of our spirits, there is more than enough for all. Well, when you put it that way, don't mind if I do. It's the moon again. Did we really need to start 2 scenes with the moon? Maybe you should have just picked one of those. I wasn't kidding when she said her mother could cook. You know, seeing her with her family, I can't help thinking of my own. How could my father... how my father would come down home from a hunt with dinner on his shoulder. Ida would prepare it with herbs and spices. Our mother died when I was little, so she did most of the cooking. We didn't have much, but we had each other. It was enough for me. They wouldn't have let us have even that. Theodoric Gaius, of course, father. I'm guessing Theodoric was from 1.0. Anita had to fight. I would have to too if I'd been older, but they didn't have to die. Not a happy bunny. Never does it? They call us beasts and treat us like them. They push and until somebody pushes back, until someone takes up arms or summons a god. False god. If the 12 are watching us, then what are they thinking? What are they thinking when they see the strong hurt the weak? When people fight and die, nothing gets better, and it just goes on and on and on. There's no justice, just us. What a happy bunny. I don't think the gods listen to people like me. Thanks for listening. I know I was just rambling, but I feel better some. So, in what's it called? In Heaven's Sword, I know she said false god, but like the dragon confirmed that they are not the things they're summoning. They are like an illusion, an echo of the thing. Shiva wasn't really Shiva. Shiva had nothing to do with the original Shiva. That it was just how everyone sort of projected her in their minds. And I feel like this is like that was a plot beat. That was like important information. Hey, the summons, the icons, the primals, they are not gods in the slightest. Bahamut is not the real Bahamut, so on and so forth. And I feel like maybe we should make a stronger point of telling the tribes this. Like, they're only illusions. Even Ramu, presumably. I mean, some of them, I guess, might be real, but like literally Good King Mogglmog was like a fucking fairy tale, like a not real thing. I don't know. I feel like they should maybe put out some leaflets explaining this shit to the other tribes. Who knows what answers there are, or if there even are any. Either way, life goes on and we've got to go with it. Sorry, that sounded better in my head. I must be getting tired. Time to turn in, I think. Is it good omens? I was going to say, tomorrow's another day. Let's see what it brings. Sleep well, Ive. Yes! Tulpa is a great word. Well, presumably as far as we know the gods don't exist. Yeah, so surely the scions of the Seventh Dawn should tell people this. There is something to be said, because the only people who know for sure the gods don't exist are everyone who went to see the big dragon person. Yeah, I was going to say Bahamut exists. They said it in Heaven's Sword as well. And that makes sense because you want Bahamut to be real. There is something to be said, but also there's like, you know, thousands of years of unknown history. I don't know how far back some of the plot goes. Although I guess they have the Zodiac story presumably finishes all that. There is something to be said of home-cooked meal, is there not? We must cherish these moments, fleeting as they are. The fight will always be there, waiting for us to return. I'm a skilled warrior. Yeah, sure, I'll do that or walk over there. If you want me to. How long has it been since we saw Father? Maybe Alphino and I ought to visit Charlian. Oh, hang on, what level quest was that? I trust you are ready, rested and refreshed. And let us return to the front. Greater part of the Alliance forces should have advanced into the peaks by now. Expect we'll pass many of our comrades on the road east. There's a checkpoint along the way, as I recall. We need only to identify ourselves to the soldiers to order the pass. Fly! Alright, I've had better landings. This is the side quest, wasn't it? I was going to make a strapping young lad joke, but then I couldn't remember the guy's actual name. Fuck, what's his name? Devon Townsend, that's it. Scion, it's a pleasure to have you with us again. We'd be happy to hear we've taken Alagiri and already begun fortifying it as a new base of operations in the peaks. Give a shout to the lads as you pass, eh? Have desert-coded music.
I remember how they laughed. Alliance and Resistance soldiers, eager for battle, trading jokes as we marched east towards the peaks.
A new area. Okay.
Beyond this last line of defenses lay the locks and the city. Breaching it would be no small feat. But we beat the Imperials back, just like that. And we liberated a village, the first of many.
This game makes so much money. So, like, I'm 10 days. It's 10 days until Final Fantasy VII Rebirth comes out. There are 400 musical tracks in that game. There are 150 musical tracks in Final Fantasy Remake. Why does this game have, like, 20? Like, this is a new song, like, with the same motif. I get that. But, like, it's got like what, 20 and 30? I mean Stormblood. You're out in the you play so much. Like, this game is so much longer than all the other Final Fantasies. Why isn't there a few more tracks in this game? Look at that. I like the music in this game. Just, a couple more tracks wouldn't go amiss. As you can see, this part of the peaks is much higher than the northern reaches. Hence why the Imperials beat Spicula Imperatorus where they did. Hang on, where's my phone? How many musical tracks are in Stormblood?
I found this on the web.
Alright, I might be wrong. 384 tracks music before Stormblood. So there might be 100 tracks. This is from 2 years ago. Somebody asking how much music there is. There's an old world record that Final Fantasy XIV set before Stormblood, which is 384 records. That means bloody Final Fantasy VII Rebirth is going to set a record. Maybe I'm being I'm being a little bit unreasonable. 400 tracks is fucking loads. Like, that's an absurd amount of tracks for a computer game. Like Star Ocean has barely 20. But I was completely wrong with this having like 30 tracks in. I must just, must not have been paying attention to just how many there are. It's a very long game though. Fair enough. See those three towers to the east? That's her. Sits right in... I've got a scratchy face. Sits right on the edge of cliff, so attacking from the north is a fool's errand. I've got a scratchy face. From the south, the other hand, she's no different from any other Imperial installation. Now you see why Veladina was so important, eh? Right, come along. They're waiting for us. Alagiri. We'd spent so long with those other songs that this felt like significant that we got to a new song. That's all. Is that another cat? It is. I'm sorry that you're not a cat. What the fuck? Your crystal's fallen over. We've been up there. I hope this got a new location. Mood Sood. Rock. Here we are now. New base of operations for the Alliance and the Resistance. There you are. Greetings, General. I see you've been quite busy in our absence. Yes, then you might imagine the Imperials fled at our coming, and we took the village without a fight. Timing is impeccable. About to discuss our strategy to seize the specular Imperatoris. Though we are fresh from the road, we should be glad to attend. Good. Take a moment to gather yourselves and join us when you're ready. Now I've finished this quest. $68. Which puts the timing a bit weird, but we're close to having a new coat again. Cool. We're gonna keep going. Well, you heard it was the Flame General. Looks like I'm going to be up late. I'm going to have to take the fucking bus to work tomorrow. That requires me cycling to the bus station. Not actually very difficult at all, to be honest. Cycling from the bus station to work, which is like a 25-minute cycle. That's kind of the easy bit. Then I have to cycle back home, which requires a fucking half an hour cycle up that fucking hill. Anyway, tomorrow's not going to be fun. And because I stayed up really late playing Command & Conquer on Friday, I've ruined my sleep schedule. But it means I get to play more Final Fantasy XIV at the very least. The Flame General, it looks like we've got a meeting to attend. And yeah, I'm drinking decaf. Right, everyone, let us begin. Alagiri is ours, and for the mercy we took it, without losing a single man, but we dare not grow complacent. Specula Imperatoris will not be so easily won. May, General, should we not pause to consider the Imperial's motivations for Zenos? Yea, to surrender a fortified settlement of strategic importance without so much as firing a shot is inexplicable. Searched the village and found no traps or other signs of sabotage. Listen all, y'all, suspicious though it may be, I will not refuse this gift from our enemy. The path to Alamigo is through the east, through Specula Imperatoris and Castrum Albania. It bears repeating. Through Specula Imperatoris and Castrum Albania. However, that The latter is home to a massive cannon with unparalleled range and destructive power. That reminds me, I never did finish Final Fantasy Spirits Within. It's such a boring movie, that is. Which means, well, I'll have to locate it. Means we'll need to Specular Imperatorus quickly. Can we just call it Spec Imp? To limit their ability to locate our forces in the field and utilize the installation as a shield against the attack, as they would doubtless not risk damaging the towers. I see, then we have no choice but to accept what we've been given. Aye, that is the way of it. I've no doubt the Zenos has got something planned. We'll just have to deal with it when the time comes. The assault then, the main host will commence direct assault on Spec Imp. During this time, I will hold silence and reserve the Aligiri to deal with any Imperial forces may be dispatched in response. Understood! Wait a minute, she'll be fighting with you in the Resistance. I understand you rely too much on Naev and what she's been through, but at least let us, the rest of us do our part. Ah, but you've got another mission. She wants to fight, I say let her fight. It's only you to understand. Maybe it would be best if I accompanied you to at least say can stay with Naev. Oh, go if you must. Two of us can take care of ourselves. Your orders dismissed. Meanwhile, deep within an Imperial's research facility. Ooh, this looks like I'll be having a big fight here at some point. They're doing science! Why are the scientists wearing helmets? No, Kryl, no! I'm Kryl.
Oh, my head.
They're gonna shove a primal in her head.
Let us see. So, she lives. Impressive. Or merely lucky, though that too may prove a useful trait.
My lord, what have you done to me?
Though we Guardians are intellectually and physiologically superior in almost all respects, we lack the hereditary traits required for the reliable manipulation of ether, hence our unique inability to wield magics. This deficiency, for want of a better word, saw us subjected to decades of oppression by the lesser races, and we were eventually driven to seek shelter in the cold northern reaches of Ilsabard. Fortunately, said region was replete with vast deposits of ceruleum, which proved instrumental in the development of Magitech, a revolutionary technology conceived to compensate for our disadvantage. It was with Magitech that we grew strong, that our nation became an empire. Yet, ultimately, this was an extrinsic solution to an intrinsic problem. What I wanted was not a crude device to be used in lieu of magic. Through modification of the Garlean genome, I argued that it might be possible to enhance a subject's ability to manipulate ether, effectively empowering them to wield magics. Alas, my theories were met with consternation in the Imperial Court. Only Lord Zenos, with commendable foresight and wisdom, deigned to support my research.
You gave me this treatment, but I'm not Garlean.
Alamegan, through and through. What you have been granted is far greater than mere magic. Before that lesser light, it is as a second sun.
I am informed that Alagiri was recently occupied by the Resistance, and that an attack on Specula Imperatoris is considered imminent. This could provide an ideal opportunity to test her performance in the field.
Your skulls, was it? They have joined the garrison at the watchtower?
Yes, my lord. By your leave, I would rendezvous with them and lead a counterattack against the insurgents.
No. Even were you to leave now, you would not arrive in time. There is another duty I would entrust to you.
Mako reactors.
Found you.
So full of fire and eager weren't they? Well, I wouldn't worry too much. They're strong and they have each other. At least he spared me the trouble of having to speak up. I wasn't about to let Lise go alone. Yeah, sure. We get... Okay, what does this one look like? It's a bit boring. I really like the cyan one. We've not improved on that. We have a fair bit of ground to cover, so we should split up. If you come across any Imperial soldiers, you know what to do. Oh, and so you know, sent word to Arnvold's squadron. They are already searching other nearby areas, so we have allies in the event we encounter anything beyond our means. Odo? Let's survey the scene, shall we? My word! A big doggo! I've got a big doggo as well. In the shape of a bird! Pug snacks? Everybody talking about pug snacks. It's just dogs and cats. Bim 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 bim. Ooh, fucking windy. Let us survey the scene again. Hopefully we won't have to fight a doggo again. Nice, a slasher. Buzz off, you! Bonk. Ooh. Let's go Mato. What is it? Dragonfly. It's tall, those buildings. Oh, jealousy. Give me a moment, Ive. Say that again, if you would. Now maintain your distance for now, understood? Give me appraise of any developments. That was Arenvald. The pair that was spying on us in the fringes has followed us here. What about you now? Have any trouble? Ah, I killed the dog. I'm really sad about that. And I was thinking we might be due for some peace and quiet. Glad to hear you dealt with them. Hope the assault on the spec imp is going well. Give me that one, please. Now I have slightly less cool outfit than I did before, but it's new. We're going to be queuing up for dungeons. They're coming thick and fast. Go, Pippin.
Whoa! You've improved, lad.
Come now, father. You lured the fool onto my blade, and do not try to deny it.
Our work here is all but done. What of Conrad and his men?
They are for the main tower. The skulls have offered fierce resistance thus far, but Conrad seems to believe he can convince them to lay down their arms.
Then we will tend to the stragglers down below. With me!
Somebody's taking the helicopter there. Why didn't she get a cool get up like Pete the Cat?
Report.
Enemy forces have overrun the lower facilities and appear to be mounting an assault on the main tower. We have already received a request for reinforcements. A unit of legionaries has been mustered and is ready to depart. They await your orders, Commander.
Stand down.
Commander?
Tell them to stand down.
Commander, if I may, our people, your people are still in there. They will be slaughtered.
You think I don't know that? I want nothing more than to help them. To lead the bloody charge. But I have my orders. Lord Zenos said no reinforcements. He would have us use the main cannon to destroy the installation.
What? Kill our own soldiers? You must be mistaken.
Mayhap you'd like to ask Lord Zenos yourself. I thought not. Initiate the firing sequence. Wars are won on the backs of the dead. Theirs and ours. There is no truth but this. We must remain firm and resolute and always, always do our duty. Now, give the order.
Initiate firing sequence.
Aye, aye. Initiating firing sequence. Release safety locks. Deploy main cannon.
Big gun.
Answered. Rudolph, Hamlet. For us. For our people. For our future.
I need you to confirm the target, Commander.
Specula Imperatoris, main tower. Fire when ready.
Huh. They probably set up that they have big guns, but I can't remember them mentioning it before this. Obviously, a big gun has been a thing since Final E7?
What in the seven hells?
Long-range artillery.
Those treacherous bastards. Their people were still fighting. Full retreat! Now! Relay the orders!
Understood. All forces retreat! I repeat, all forces retreat!
Retreat in the same direction. Oh dear. At the 12, did you see that? The main tower just collapsed. Heard it too, didn't you? Must have been the cannon at Castrum Albania. But that was the Imperial installation. Their troops were still... I bet no one's responding. I don't know if it's a shell being jammed or... We have to go right now. They need our help. Even sweep. It's when you it's when God sweeps up. It's called the heaven sweep. This way. There's no time to lose. It's worse than it looks. Probably wasn't even. Pull yourself together. The gate. This is our way inside. We need to find my brother right now. Running out of nice pictures. Locks on the massive gate appear to have been disabled. You only need to pry them open to pass through. Glad you're here, Naive. Case it isn't obvious the Imperial fired on us on Spare King. I didn't think they had it in them to kill their own men just to kill us. Gods damn it all. Where is my brother? Tell me where he is. I want to see him. He was in the tower when it was struck. But that not mean anything. Our forces are still evacuating. Many remain unaccounted for. I say, listen. There are soldiers wounded and dying around us. Soldiers with family just like you and me. They need our help. Do you understand? That's right. I'll take the north. You take the east. I shall aid you. I'm aiding that person. I shall aid you as well. What's that? Spooky ice cream cone. Let me aid you as well. Everyone gets aid. Everything hurts. I think I was struck by debris from the tower. Wait, I know you know Valtirian, Ward of House Fortorm. We fought together the Step of the Faith. You saved my life back then? No. Walk, thank you 1,000 times, thank you. Come on, can you hear me? Now go put him down over here, there.
Conrad, speak to me!
Oh no, he was saying that Lise had to take over, and now he's going to be dead, so she has to. That selfish bastard.
It was all so sudden. Conrad had just convinced the last few skulls to surrender when we heard the bang, and everything started to shake. We carried the survivors to safety, but Conrad's... We have done what we can for him. All that remains is to pray.
Conrad?
Is that you, Lise? I can't see a damn thing. Well, that's that then. Time's up.
What are you talking about? You'll be on your feet before you know it.
It's all right, Lise. I've lived long enough. But listen, I want you to lead the resistance in my stead.
Don't say another word. You'll recover. We'll recover. We'll bring freedom to Alamigo together. We're not going to stop here.
No, you won't. Everything we've built, everyone we've brought together, I know you'll show them the way. You've got it in you, Lise. Not because you're Curtis's daughter or Ida's sister, but because you're you. Because you're you.
Conrad.
Lead them to victory. To freedom.
I will, Conrad. I will. I promise.
He'll be fine. Not a happy bunny. Yeah, it'll be just a little bit of shake and vac. So I was distracted because I was remembering, obviously she called herself Ida for ages, and it had a different voice actor, which is a very different vibe. It's like the character's very different now, and I appreciate they just didn't have access to British actors, but like, she was very kind of ditzy in Realm Reborn.
Double the charge!
And you could say she was acting, but like that feels like it would have been a lot of effort.
Come, Nidhogg. We are needed.
It's Knuckles. It's Shadow the Hedgehog.
That's the cerulean pipeline!
That was my favourite pipeline. There are others like it, but that one's cerulean.
How can one man? Shoot the bastard! Shoot him!
My lance has slain far greater beasts. You're welcome, boy.
Notify all units! I want that intruder found! And get the engineers to fix my bloody cannon!
Yeah. Like, did they just all miss then? Because, like, there was no reason those bullets couldn't have hit him. Like, so, obviously,
the savages are coming.
They have to work with the engine they've got. Like, so, like, there's been several scenes where there's a scene with somebody holding up a roof, and everyone could have left like over the 10 minutes of the conversation. But I get that, like, in reality, the pacing is better than the actual game allows. But like, what did he do? Because he just stood there and just be like, well, I can't be shot. That's the rules of Dragoons. It's like, I thought you were just like really agile or some shit. I'm like, I don't actually know what Dragoons do when they jump up and then land. I assume they just jump really high and then fall. Anyway, it's nice to see Estinian. Could have killed them, we could have walked away, but instead we tried to convince them to lay down their arms. We tried to seek a peaceful resolution. We showed them mercy, and this was their response. Fire and blood, this was their answer. Such crimes cannot go unpunished. They must not. God as my witness, there will be a reckoning. Alf, that's how we got into this problem in the first place, remember? With the Eagle Man, whatever his name was. Oh, I'm talking about that Eagle Man, whatever his name was. Roared home. Forgive me. Now it's the... it was Falcon, wasn't it? Not Eagle. Whatever. Now is not the time for the vows of vengeance. We must remain calm and rational and in control. The Imperials have demonstrated a willingness to fire on their own. So long as we remain here, we are in danger. I don't know. I don't... Did you just see the explosion? We three will see to Commander Kemp's body and find my sister and return to Alagiri.